It is the most wonderful time of the year. What is up, alphas? There is so much going on. Black Friday is in just a few weeks. We have a huge Handmade Alpha virtual craft fair that you can participate in if your products fall into the realm of Etsy. So if you're interested in that, it's taking place between November 14th through the 22nd. Link to all that fun stuff is down below. But today, to help you with your holiday marketing, whether that be for our virtual craft fair or on Instagram or Facebook, I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite free app that you can download and begin creating amazing marketing graphics right now. So let's go ahead and dive into this awesome app. It is called Pixaloop.com, and it should be available through any of your various app stores, depending on what device you're using. This is a mobile app, so you're going to want to access it from your phone or your tablet. And basically what this app does is it allows you to create really cool motion photos like this one. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom into our giant phone and take a look. All right, guys, so I am in the Pixaloop app, and there are lots of cool presets that you guys can play around with. A lot of these features are paid, and I actually do have a paid membership. I think it's totally worth it, but they do have a free version that has a lot of really great features if you don't want to invest the money or if you just want to test it out before you decide to invest the money. And I believe it was pretty cheap. I can't remember the price offhand, but we'll go ahead and display it on the screen for you guys. So now basically what I'm going to do is just select one of my photos of some product. Let's go ahead and do this Halloween one. This one is a little outdated, but we'll go ahead and use this one for the sake of testing. Now, the first thing that I like to do is immediately hit the play button. Anytime that, there's already effect on here. Let's get rid of that effect. There we go. Anytime I have a photo up on my screen, what I like to do is add the play button. That way I can see exactly what I'm adding to the photo, okay? So there's a couple different things that you can do from here. We can use the Animate tab, which is the first one, and we have this option called Path. And basically what you can do with Path is draw with your finger some motion paths, which makes the photo look all wavy and wiggly. But if we don't want our product to be distorted, we can use the Anchor option, and we can tap these little dots onto our screen, and they will anchor the areas that we tap in place. So I don't want my keys to be wavy. I'll go ahead and anchor those down. And that will leave us with only our background. The geometric option is very similar. You can remove the effects. You can change the speed of the motion. Freeze is going to hold it still. Unfreeze is obviously going to make it move again. We can also loop the effect. I usually use blend, but you can also do the boomerang where it wiggles. I like the skull, how he's just vibing back there. And then circular is going to make things kind of go in a circular motion, but our photo isn't really optimized for that. So we'll go back to blend. All right, so that is how you create some motion paths. All right, the next feature that we're going to be checking out is the sky feature, and this photo is not at all optimized to use the sky feature. However, if your photo does have a sky in the background, you can completely change the weather. You can make it look like an apocalypse outside with some of these crazy haunted sky filters. I believe that the free membership, you're only allowed to use these two essentials, but basically what that's going to do is add some motion clouds and moving skyscapes into the background of your photos. So not really good for the photo that I'm currently using, but if you are taking a photo with a horizon, you can choose where that horizon is going to be. You can kind of see it in the corner there. You can also choose how faded you want your sky, if you just kind of want a little bit of sky, or if you want a nicer rich sky. And ambient is going to change the hue of your whole photo to match the sky in the background. So there are tons of different options. My personal favorites, if we scroll over, there are some cool lightning effects. You can kind of see it flashing in the background. This works really well for photos that actually have a landscape. So lots of different options here with the paid version. We've got the northern lights, all different motion clouds and landscapes. Lots of different things to play with in the sky feature. But we're going to go ahead and select none and head back into our main tab. The next option that we have is called effects. And this one is going to add a really cool, almost materializing effect. So you basically choose a focal point by dragging the circle. You can also decrease the size or increase the size by pinching the circle. I know you can't see that from where I am right now, but that's what I'm doing. And we've got all these little hearts. We can increase the size of them, or we can decrease the size. And there's lots of different effects. There are sparkles, if you want to make a nice sparkly product. All different smoke effects. These are actually newer. And what's really cool is we can increase the speed, decrease the speed, increase the size of our smoke or decrease it, and the density of our smoke. So we can get rid of all but a couple little puffs if we want to. There's lots of cool, I think these are little bats and skulls. These are just kind of little fuzzies. All kinds of cool things that you can do. And then there's a lot of new smoke options that were just released a couple weeks ago. So all different colors here that you can play with. And then there are all different sparkle features as well. So really cool. All right, the next tab that we're going to be going into is the element tab, and this will allow you to add a cool motion element to your photos. I believe that free members are able to use the ones here in this essential area, but if you have a paid membership, you have a lot of different options here. So we could add some bats swooping into our photo, and you can move these all around. If you have a coffee mug and you're taking a top-down photo of it, this is pretty cool. I've actually used this before in shots of my coffee mugs, so pretty neat. You've got a little shooting star that will glide across the screen. Butterfly, some flames, all kinds of cool stuff. There are constellations. They just released a bunch of these for Halloween, but since Halloween is past, maybe you just create some spooky products and you want to add some fun little spooky accents. There's some pretty cool curtains if you want to have a curtain kind of hiding your product. Little play buttons and old school record buttons. We've got sports, fish. These glitter frames are pretty cool for my product since I do all fantasy themes. We've got clouds, little animals, maybe a little owl up here in the corner. He's so cute. We've got water shimmers, rainbows, windows, flashes, grass. We've got different water splashes down here. Fireflies. These are really pretty. These are some of my favorite ones. All different color fireflies. Bubbles, another really neat one. Kind of floating around. Not for this photo, but we've got some different festive flares. These are like different light leaks that you can kind of have hanging out in the corner of your photos. More light leaks. Soft foliage. These are things that you can kind of stick in the corner to make it look like you're just peeking around a little bit of foliage at your product. We have some candle flames, different shooting stars, butterflies. These tropical burn, these are like shadows. So you could have like a shadow of a leaf over your product. Art history, leafy branches, fall trees, string lights, fireworks, which is one of my favorites, especially if you're like holding a sale. Wouldn't it be cool to have fireworks lighting up your products to announce that you're having a sale? Super cool. Different flames, flowers, hearts, birds, balloons, birthday, spooky, more light leaks, smoke, energy orbs. These are actually really neat. I like these for my products in particular, since I do the fantasy theme. Lightning, another pretty cool one, depending on what your product is. It's neat to add a little bit of lightning in there. We've got some different flowers, babies, body parts, butterflies, smoke, wings, a couple different words, space, and gemstones. I think that you guys get the picture, though. You can add cool little moving stickers to your product. So let's see what else we've got. All right, next up we have probably one of my favorite features, which is overlay. And the cool thing about overlay is it adds this overlay to your photo, but whatever the focal point is, Pixaloop is smart enough to actually cut out the focal point to make sure that there isn't anything drifting in front of whatever your focus is on. So you'll see that the smoke is actually going perfectly around the skull and my hand and the keys so that they're not being covered up. We've also got rain, butterflies, glitter, flames. These are all features that you can use with the free version, but if you have the paid version, you've got a lot more different effects that you can play with. So here's just a little preview of some of the ones that you can use. Some butterflies, got some little hearts. The bats are pretty cool for this product. The lightning, ooh, I really like that. Neat. Got some leaves. Flower petals. I really like the 90s. Look at it. So 90s. Oh, let's see, what else do we have? Gemstones. We've got some pretty cool little snowflakes. Lots of neat effects that you can play with. And you can also drag your little bar here if you just kind of want to fade those effects in. So this is probably my favorite of all of the features. This tab here is the one that I spend the most time in. There's so many different effects and there's so much that you can do with it. It's a lot of fun. All right, the other features that we have aren't nearly as exciting. There's ambience, where you can add a little bit of sound. Maybe with my spooky keys, I could add some cave noises, or I don't know, some crickets, fireworks, all kinds of cool stuff. Camera effects. This is going to add just a little bit of motion to the frame. Make it bounce around a little bit. You can move it from side to side. Zoom and zoom out. All pretty basic things. And then you have the option to add some different filters, which I usually edit my photos before I take them into Pixaloop, but it's completely up to you if you decide to filter your photos. And then our very last feature that we have is Adjust, where you can go in and do some quick edits on the brightness, the contrast, the saturation, and the temperature of your photos. So that is the Pixaloop app in a nutshell. Once you are happy with your effect, you can export, you can save it. With the paid version, you can save it for up to 138 seconds. I believe that you're limited to just a few seconds with the free version. And I think that 1080p is the highest quality that you can get, but you can go all the way up to 4K if you are using the paid version. You can download it as a GIF, and you can share it straight to Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. or you can just export it, save it on your phone, and upload it manually to one of these platforms. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed Pixaloop and that you enjoyed this video in general. If you did, be sure to help me out by giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here and you want more tips on how to better market your products on Etsy. And look out for us every Friday during our live session of the Friday Bean. Not to mention, guys, we have a holiday craft fair taking place from November 14th through November 22nd, as well as my Black Friday toolbox, which you guys can totally use to get your Black Friday sales ready, because Black Friday is expected to be Etsy's biggest holiday shopping day that we've seen so far. Obviously, more people are going to be doing their shopping online this year, and since Black Friday on Etsy is already huge in a normal year, 2020 is expected to be absolutely amazing. So I have cheat sheets, checklists, I have customer swipe files that you can use and copy and paste directly into your conversations with your customers. I've got graphics packs and video trainings to teach you how to use them. So all of that is included free in the Black Friday toolbox that is linked down below. In the meantime, guys, enjoy having fun with Pixaloop, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!